In the heart of the rugged and untamed Texas hill country, under the blazing sun and vast skies, a young boy named Travis Coates is about to face a challenge that will change his life forever. At just 14 years old, Travis is far from ready to take on the responsibilities of managing his family's farm. But when his father leaves on a long journey to trade cattle, it's up to Travis to hold down the fort. With his mother's encouragement and his younger brother Arliss at his side, Travis steps into a role he never imagined, filled with both excitement and dread. Life on the farm is hard work, and every day brings a new challenge. But little does Travis know, something is about to change that will bring not only danger, but an unexpected companion into his life. One hot afternoon, as Travis goes about his duties, a scruffy wild dog appears at the edge of their land. Covered in dust, with a coat of yellow fur that's far from shiny, this dog is far from the picture of a loyal family pet. At first, Travis dismisses the mutt as just another stray, a nuisance that has no place in their lives. His first thought? Get lost, stray dog. But the dog has other plans. The dog, whom Travis begrudgingly names Old Yeller, is no ordinary stray. Old Yeller is rough around the edges, with a look of wildness in his eyes that makes him seem unpredictable. Travis is annoyed and impatient with the dog's presence, thinking it's just causing trouble. But Old Yeller soon proves he's far from ordinary. As if sensing the dangers lurking nearby, he suddenly leaps into action to protect the family from a wild boar that charges at them. In a blur of teeth and fur, Old Yeller fights fiercely, risking his life to defend the Coates family. Travis watches in awe as the dog takes on the monstrous boar with strength and bravery, eventually driving it away. For the first time, Travis sees Old Yeller in a new light. This dog, wild as he may be, has something special, a raw courage and loyalty that Travis can't help but respect. Slowly, the walls around Travis's heart begin to break down. He starts to realize that maybe this dog isn't just a stray, maybe he's something more. He begins to soften toward Old Yeller, slowly allowing him into his world. Despite his initial resistance, Travis can't help but notice how the dog has a way of showing up when he's needed most. Whether it's to fend off an attacking animal or simply provide company in the solitude of the farm, Old Yeller becomes a silent yet powerful presence in Travis's life. The more Travis watches Old Yeller's actions, the more he comes to understand the true meaning of loyalty. The dog is no longer just a wild animal. He's become a protector, a silent guardian, and in many ways, a friend. Old Yeller has become more than just a dog. He's a member of the family. And with each passing day, Travis's bond with Old Yeller grows stronger as the boy and dog begin to navigate the hardships of life on the farm together. But this is only the beginning of a much bigger story, one that will test both Travis and Old Yeller in ways neither of them could have ever imagined. What happens next? The adventures that lie ahead are filled with both triumph and heartache, and Travis's journey is about to take a turn that will shape him into a man in ways he never expected. But for now, one thing is certain. Old Yeller has earned his place in Travis's heart, and their bond is just beginning to blossom. As the days pass under the blistering sun of the Texas hill country, Travis finds himself settling into the rhythm of farm life with his new companion, Old Yeller. The once cynical boy who saw the dog as an unwelcome burden now regards him as a loyal protector and an unexpected friend. Their bond, built on mutual respect and shared experiences, grows stronger with each passing day. Old Yeller proves himself time and time again, not just as a protector of the farm, but as a dog of remarkable bravery and intelligence. Travis begins to rely on him more than ever. Whether it's chasing off wild animals that threaten the livestock or guarding the house from dangers that lurk in the night, Old Yeller is always there, fearless and unwavering. But the bond between them doesn't just stem from their shared battles. Slowly, Travis starts to see Old Yeller's true heart, a heart that's filled with loyalty, kindness, and the unconditional love of a dog who's simply trying to do his best in a world that hasn't been kind to him. One day, Travis and Old Yeller are out on the farm when a sudden noise catches their attention. A pack of wild dogs, hungry and desperate, is making its way towards the family's cattle. In the blink of an eye, Old Yeller springs into action, barking fiercely to drive them away. But the wild dogs are relentless, circling the herd, determined to cause chaos. Travis, with his heart racing, watches as Old Yeller fights back with all his might, battling the vicious pack to protect the cattle. With a combination of speed, strength, and sheer willpower, Old Yeller manages to scare off the attackers, but not without injury. Blood stains his fur, and it's clear that the fight took a toll on the brave dog. Yet, as always, Old Yeller doesn't let his wound stop him. He limps back to Travis's side, his eyes filled with quiet determination, as if to say, "I'll always protect you." Travis is overcome with emotion. He realizes that Old Yeller isn't just a dog, he's family. In that moment, Travis's heart swells with pride and love for the loyal creature who has proven time and again that there's nothing he wouldn't do to protect them. And yet, Travis also understands that their time together may be limited. The harsh realities of life on the frontier are impossible to ignore, and Travis knows that Old Yeller's constant acts of bravery will one day catch up with him. But Travis can't dwell on the thought of losing his companion just yet. There's still much to be done. As the weeks go by, Travis and Old Yeller face more challenges: wild animals, dangerous storms, and the constant threat of hardship that comes with life on a farm in the wild. Through it all, Old Yeller remains a steadfast protector, always by Travis's side, never asking for anything in return. The more Travis sees Old Yeller's devotion, the more he understands that this dog is no ordinary animal. He is a hero in his own right, a silent guardian whose love for the family knows no bounds. But the ultimate test of Old Yeller's loyalty and bravery is yet to come. When Travis faces his own fears and the challenges of the wild, it will be Old Yeller who stands by him, offering guidance and protection. Their journey together is far from over, and the lessons they learn about love, loyalty, and sacrifice will stay with them forever. Travis now knows that Old Yeller isn't just a dog who showed up one day. He's a hero in his own right, a loyal friend who would give everything to protect his family. And with every passing day, their bond grows deeper, a connection that's unbreakable, no matter what lies ahead. The story of Old Yeller is far from over, and its lessons of bravery, sacrifice, and love will shape both Travis and Old Yeller in ways neither of them could have ever imagined. As the days grow hotter and the challenges of farm life continue, Travis begins to realize that his time with Old Yeller may be running out. His loyal dog, always by his side, has faced countless dangers and shown an unwavering courage in protecting the family. But fate, as it so often does, has other plans. One fateful day, when Travis and Old Yeller are out in the woods, a rabid wolf attacks the dog while he's defending the family from danger. The wolf's bite marks Old Yeller, and despite his strength and will to survive, a terrible truth begins to settle in. Old Yeller has been infected with rabies. Travis, filled with dread, watches as the dog's behavior slowly changes. Old Yeller, once so brave and full of life, begins to show signs of madness. His once loyal eyes become wild, his movements erratic. Travis can hardly believe the transformation that's taking place before him. The dog he has grown to love with all his heart is now a threat to everyone around him. It's a nightmare no one could have prepared for. Travis's heart breaks as he realizes that Old Yeller, the dog who has been his protector, his friend, his family, is now a danger to the very people he swore to protect. His mind races, filled with anguish and fear, but there is no escape from the painful decision he must make. With tears in his eyes, Travis knows that for the safety of his family, he must put Old Yeller down. The heartbreak is unbearable. Travis, the boy who once hated the wild dog for his rough appearance, now faces the ultimate test of love and responsibility. As Old Yeller struggles against the disease, Travis holds back his tears, knowing what must be done. In a gut-wrenching moment of sorrow, he raises the rifle that will end the life of the dog he now considers his best friend. In those final moments, as Old Yeller looks up at Travis with eyes filled with both trust and confusion, the bond between them reaches its peak. It's the hardest thing Travis has ever done, but he knows that this is the only way to protect the people he loves. The shot rings out, and Old Yeller, the brave and loyal dog who fought so hard for his family, is gone. The world around Travis seems to collapse in on itself. The grief is overwhelming, the loss unbearable. His heart aches as he struggles to comprehend the emptiness that Old Yeller's death leaves behind. But in the midst of the sorrow, something unexpected happens. His younger brother Arliss finds a new puppy, a small, scruffy creature that looks remarkably like Old Yeller. It's as if fate has given them a tiny piece of their beloved dog to carry on the lessons he taught them. The puppy, though too young to replace Old Yeller, brings a sense of healing to the family. Travis, still mourning the loss of his faithful friend, realizes that the lessons Old Yeller imparted, about loyalty, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond between a boy and his dog, will stay with him forever. In his heart, Old Yeller will always be with him, and the love they shared will never fade. The end. As Travis looks out over the land, the memories of Old Yeller fill his heart. He recalls the bravery, the courage, and the love that the dog showed every day. He realizes that Old Yeller's legacy will live on, not just in the family's memories, but in the way Travis himself has changed. He's no longer just a boy learning to survive. He's a young man who has learned what it truly means to love, to sacrifice, and to face the hardest of decisions with strength and honor. The final lesson from Old Yeller is clear. Love isn't always easy, and sometimes the hardest decisions come with the deepest pain. But through it all, the bond of love, between Travis and his dog, between family members, and between people and the animals that share their lives, endures, transcending time and hardship. And as the sun sets on the Texas hill country, casting a golden light across the land, Travis knows that while Old Yeller may be gone, his spirit will always be with him. The dog who fought so bravely for his family will never be forgotten, and his memory will live on in the heart of a young boy who has become a man. The end of one story marks the beginning of another, but the love and lessons of Old Yeller will stay with Travis for the rest of his life. The end.